Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, we are doing another Throwback Thursday with the Blend Bunny Sugar and Grunge palette. So if you want to see how I created this look, what shades we got, then let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so you would have seen in the intro the look that we're doing, but I have no idea the look that we're doing. This is what the Sugar and Grunge palette looks like, if you don't know. So it's mostly mattes. I really hope we get a shimmer out of this. Like, fingers crossed. Generally, 6 shades is my happy spot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24 shades. So let me fix that. 1 through 24. I'm going to screen record what we get for you guys. Let's see. Get random numbers. Please, at least one shimmer. So we got 17, 6, 12, 18. So 17 is Combat Boots, which is the really dark gray. All right. Then we get 2, which is Sweetheart, which is like a light peachy brown. I will show you them in the palette after we get all of our numbers. Then we got 12, which is 1996, which is the mid-tone green. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. 19. Okay, 19 is a shimmer. That is the shimmer Grungy, which is the like gunmetal-y shimmer shade. Hey, at least we got one shimmer. I can work with that. 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the shade Detention, which is the mid-tone purple. Okay. So a green purple look. At least those colors go together. And then we got 23, 6, 12, 18, 24. 23 is Prom Queen, which is the peachy shimmer. Okay. I think we're going to stop it there. I can do that. So, we got Combat Boots, then we got Sweetheart, Sweetheart, and then we got 1995. This is Grungy, and then we got Detention and Prom Queen, just so you can see them in the palette. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my eye primer, which is currently, I'm using the Julep Beauty eyeshadow stick in Desert Matte because I'm going to try and use it up. So I just swipe this on and you literally can't see it because it's my skin tone. And I love it. I love it so much. And then I just blend it out with a brush. And it blends out so easy, and these Julep shadow sticks are cream to powder. So if you just give them half a second, once you blend them out, they dry down and they are a powder. And I have found shadows go on over top of these gorgeously. I have one other shade that is a darker shade that I have not used yet, but I need to ASAP. So, just to set my lid, even though I don't need to, I'm going to go into Sweetheart, just because I don't really have any other use for that shade. need to wash my brushes. Well, Sweetheart is a shade that you literally can't see on my eye either. So, that's fun. I feel like I'm putting this on for nothing. But maybe it'll make a good blending out shade. Maybe I'll need to do some finagling. I think I've used this palette once. Or maybe it was the other Blend Bunny palette I have that I've used once. So I'm going to go into the purple. I'm going to go into Detention. Which, I didn't get Detention a lot in school, but I did towards the end of my high school career. Because, so I lived in my own apartment. I moved out at 16, which is a dumb decision, but I did. And I lived in my own apartment with my boyfriend at the time. And so there was that. My parents had a hard time getting me to get up for school. But like, that was my junior year. That was fine. I would go to school, what have you. But my senior year, so my mom died the summer in between my junior and senior year of high school. So my dad was useless. I signed myself up for school my senior year because I turned 18. So I was already living in my own apartment. I was 18. I signed myself up for school. So when I would be sick, I would call myself out of school. Because who else is going to call for me? My dad's not. My dad doesn't use a phone. My dad's been on drugs my whole life. That's a whole separate story. I really like this purple. But my dad's not going to call me out of school. Like, that's just not what he's going to do. But I got in trouble. I'm just going to take Sweetheart and blend the edge out just to see if that does anything. Because I literally can't see this shade on myself. Yeah, that's nice. That's doing something. I like that. So that'll be a nice diffusing shade. That's cute. I'm gonna go into the green. And I'm gonna try not to cover up the purple. But I just want to add the green. On the bright side, at least I think we got complementary colors. Because I think green and purple go together. But I got in trouble for calling myself out of school. They're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, it's either I call myself out of school or you don't get a call at all. So the school told me I'm getting a truancy ticket either way because I legally can't call myself out of school. And I argued with them. I was like, listen, I'm 18, live in my own apartment. I signed myself up for school. What do you mean I can't call myself out? And they're like, you can't. That was the only thing they ever said was, well, you can't. So every time I called myself out of school because I was sick, I would get a 3-hour truancy detention that I never went to because I thought that shit was bullshit. I'm going to go back into the purple. And so I ended up having to go to court, which my dad went with me, and he was drunk when he went with me to court. It was a whole thing. But I ended up getting, I think it was like a $75 ticket, which I thought was the stupidest thing ever, but I paid it because like I'm not gonna not pay a ticket. I'm gonna do combat boots. Oh, that seems pigmented. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that right here on this outer corner. But yeah, so I had never had a legitimate detention until my senior year of high school. And then I had lots of them that I never went to. So because I never served those detention hours, I couldn't walk with my graduating class. So that was fun because that's my school that I graduated from. That was their ruling. If you have unpaid like lunch money, unpaid library fines, unserved detention hours, you don't get to walk when you graduate, which was fine because I ended up dropping out in January due to depression, and then I only needed 1 credit to graduate, so I took that as summer school. I still graduated with my class, but I didn't walk anyway because I was in summer school. This look came out so much darker than I thought it was going to be. To be fair, I got 2 of the mid-tone shades, a dark shade, and then a shade that doesn't show up on me like at all. So, makes sense, but I just didn't think it was going to be this deep dark. The mattes are blending together beautifully. I think it's really dumb that you can't get this palette anymore over that stupid somebody trying to trademark the word grunge, and they messaged Blend Bunny, and it was a whole to-do. I think that is so stupid. But here we are. And then we go into Sweetheart. And just clean it up. Sweetheart was actually more useful than I thought the shade was going to be. Then we're going to have an even deeper, darker look because that shimmer is dark. So I go into my next glitter glue. But do you guys have this palette? If so, do you like it? If not, do you have any other Blend Bunny palettes? I also have, oh god, what is it called? The Sickly Sweet palette is the other palette I have, which I think I've only used once. So we're gonna go into grunge. For a gunmetal-y shade, it's really pretty. These shimmers are so nice. They're that like very thin, almost feel like water formula, and that's like my favorite shimmer formula. So that's that shade all over the lid. And then I'm just gonna take Prom Queen on the pinky. And if you're a brush, like shimmers on a brush person, you'll have to let us know in the comments, like, do these work well on a brush? Because I'm wholesale always shimmers with my finger. See, and I was worried that peachy shade wasn't going to look nice, but I think that it looks pretty good. Why do I keep trying to wipe my finger off in the brush cleaner thing? Jeez. So that's the shade there. Ow. Ow. I am going to go off camera, do my other eye. Liner, brows, mascara, figure out if I'm going to do anything else. Pick a lip. Honestly, I think I might do a deep dark lip too. So I'm going to go do all that and I will be right back for you guys. All right. So here's how the finished look turned out. I think it looks nice. I did end up touching up, like tapping a little bit more of grungy. Just like right here, I felt like Prom Queen went a little too far. But I just did ABH Brow Glue. I went in with the Benefit Bad Gal Bounce Mascara because, like, I'm loving this. And I really do feel like this is going to dry out faster than the mascara I opened like 2 weeks prior, because this is just a drier formula, but I'm really loving this. Waterline is NYX Quartz Queen because I'm working on that in a project, which is just like an off-white liner, which I actually think it almost looks purpley because of the purples around it. So I think that that looks nice. And then I just did a cooler toned lip. I almost went with a black lip, but I was like, that's gonna make it look real aggressive. So I went with this, which I think really lets the eyes be the focal point. I'm very happy with that. So let me know what you think. Here we can, sorry for the shaky, bring you in nice and up close. I like that silver grungy shade because I like how it gets darker as you turn your eye. And like I said, I was really worried about the peachy shade on the inner corner pulling to peach because we had purple, but I think that it looks nice. Let me know what you think. Let me know. I'm gonna back you back up here. Let me know, I always ask this in my Throwback Thursdays. Did you like last time's up close? Do you prefer the more far away as I'm doing the eye look? Do you want me to do you want me to talk more? Do you want to see both eyes? I would just like more feedback from you guys on how you want me to do more of these videos. But we will have one Throwback Thursday for February. That's all I'm being able to fit in my schedule because I just do these when I can fit them in on a Thursday. So I can't wait to show you what palette that is going to be. But otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.